Guys, what's up? It's Danielle. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a new planner update. Now, a couple of things before we start. First of all, yes, this is the ARC Junior size. I get some people asking me if this is like the smallest version that they have. This is the ARC Junior size, trust me. My hands are absolutely huge. There you go, there's your proof. And my editing software cuts off part of the video on the sides, so that's why it looks smaller. Also, they're doing yard work outside, and I can't really do anything about that. And I'm actually about to be on my way to the grocery store, so I wanted to film this and have it edited and uploaded for you guys as soon as possible. So anyways, I am still in my beloved ARC, and the difference is that I am using poly covers now instead of the leather and fabric covers that I had before. So this is the one that I was using, and they call it carbon fiber. So I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it kind of has like a texture to it. And the reason why I didn't want to use this or the pink one anymore is actually because right here, the holes, like the plastic is getting bent, and it's actually, getting shredded because of how often I take it off the rings. So I didn't want to ruin these any more than I already have. So I figured it would be better if I went ahead and just used poly covers. Now, for this, I actually did go ahead and buy an entirely new ARC notebook. So this is, the contents of the one that I purchased. And all I did was I took the covers and I just slapped it on my planner. So you're gonna see a lot of differences between this planner update and the one that I posted, I think it was in July. And I'm trying to go for a different aesthetic. So as you guys know, my life is, well, personally, I don't think it's that hectic, but I don't know. There are certain things that make me believe that it is more hectic than it really is. So you're going to see a couple of different things in here that will reflect the fact that I'm trying to keep myself calm. Not only that, but I've also added in, I think it's like 2 or 3, or is it 3 or 4 new dividers. So anyways, let's get into it. So I have some of these Target page flags. These are from last year from the dollar spot. Just kind of hanging out there, whatever, easy grab. And then this is actually an Avery page protector. And I don't know how well you guys can see this, but I actually went ahead and I cut off the original holes that were punched, but I left it where the plastic was bonded. And then I went ahead and I took my punch and I punched it. Now, the only problem with doing that was the ARC punches aren't really that sharp, or at least mine isn't, probably because I used 28-pound paper and a lot of cardstock. So I had to cut these out individually. So it was kind of a pain in that respect. But aside from that, it was pretty nice to be able to use something that I already had, and I don't have to run back to Staples or to Office Depot to get one of these. So in here I just have 2 Project Life cards. There's this one, which is like a map, like an old looking map of an Italian town. And then this is just another random one. These both came in the same set. Excuse me. And I just have a quote that I like by Einstein. And then this is called The Law of Allowing, which, if you guys have been with me since last year, should look familiar. I swiped it from my doctor's office because she had different business cards for different doctors and whatever. So right now, this is my dashboard. It's just chicken wire. I've really been missing home as of late. And, to me, part of when I think of Houston / Texas in general is I think of chicken wire. So I like this because it's not a very loud dashboard. It's a little bit more subdued, and it also kind of reflects my current mood. So, you know. So right here, this is a little sticky note from Walmart that I got last year. I was going to put my personal information on here just in case I do decide to take this with me everywhere, but I haven't pulled the trigger on that yet. So right now it's just kind of hanging out in here looking adorable. And then this is a poem that I just put in here recently by Walter D. Wintle. And this is something that I kind of had a copy of this when I was younger, and I loved it so much, but it was like a watered down version. So I went ahead and I found the actual poem and I decided to put it in here. And then I just got these last week. These are the Martha Stewart Office Discbound Pockets. It comes in a 3-pack. So it's literally just like a folder, you know. And the only problem that I have with this is that it goes past my dividers and it actually goes past my covers. So that's kind of a pet peeve, but because, you know, I really wanted it, I'm gonna let it slide. And it does serve a purpose. So I have some of the older ARC lists in here, and I just use these for a variety of different things. And then I have like all my little kid stickers, because you guys know at heart I'm secretly 4 years old. And then when you turn the page, let me zoom in for you guys just a little bit. When you turn the page, this right here is something that I found on Facebook, and it says, if you're having a bad day, just remember that in 1976, Ronald Wayne sold his 10% stake in Apple for $800, and now it's worth 58 trillion. So just something kind of funny, you know, keep everything in perspective. So the next couple pages right here are actually free printables from the Planner Spot. She's probably one of my favorite, like shops, you know, Instagram accounts, whatever. I also love her YouTube channel, and it's just because her aesthetic is very clean looking. And you know, I'm finding that as my life changes, my aesthetic is changing, and so are my preferences. So if you guys remember, before, my planner was very like erratic, and it looked like very harebrained, and you know, kind of like a ferret on crystal meth. So I'm kind of trying to make things a little bit more subdued, not necessarily because I want them to look a certain way. It's just I find that my brain works so much better when I don't have all the extra stimuli. And anyways, like I said, these are all free printables from the Planner Spot. These are from her website, so if you guys are interested, go check it out. So I have 3 or 4 different goal sheets, and I'm using these for different things. So this one is like for health in general. So I have like mental, emotional, and physical. So I know, you know, depression and anxiety don't really fit into just mental or just emotional. It's kind of both. So the way that I think of it is, for me, my depression is more mental, and then my anxiety is more emotional. Like I said, it can kind of go either way, but that's just kind of the way that I'm trying to think of it, so that I can get it into, you know, these categories. So for my mental goal, like mental health goal, I just want to, you know, have a better attitude, and because, you know, your attitude reflects on everybody else. And then for my emotional one, I just want to be mindful of how my anxiety makes me react. And I want to remind myself that I do have control over that. So the last one is obviously just getting healthy, you know, and trying to lose weight. But if you guys have been with me for a while, you know that part of this is also trying to deal with my eating disorder. So moving on, this one is going to be for personal goals. So when I say personal, I mean like financial and like home stuff, you know what I mean, along those lines. This one is going to be for work. I haven't particularly decided what I want this to be because I have a wide range of goals as far as work is concerned. So I don't know if I want it to be more on the short term or the long term side, or if I want it to be a combination of both. So I need to brainstorm a little bit more with this one. So these are monthly tasks, and I've actually whittled this down immensely. And I found that with all the other tasks that I do and all the, responsibilities that I have that I put on myself, I don't complete probably half of these things. So I am basically like what I like to call idiot proofing this. And I'm making it so that, it's like the nitty gritty. So it's basically things that I know I can get done in that amount of time. And I always seem to do this where I spread myself too thin and then I kind of like come snapping back. And that's kind of like what I'm going through right now. So my monthly tasks are, I only have 3. I thought about adding work in here, but I'm not entirely sure on that yet. So I have personal, I have my channel, and then I have home, and that's about it. I should probably add financial on there as well. So weekly tasks, same thing. I have been really, really whittling this down like over the past couple months. Again, because I generally don't have the motivation. So I always do grocery shopping on a Monday, and that's because it's, one of the most chill days of the week. It's not that hectic. And then Wednesdays are my anti-procrastination days, which basically means that anything I don't get done on the other days that I have off, I need to get done on a Wednesday because it's right before I go back to work. I never really put anything for Thursday, Friday, or Saturday because I work. And then for Sunday, I work sometimes. So Sundays in general, I always try to do these things. So meal plan, planner prep for the week, and then create my grocery list, and then laundry. So this is called the daily schedule, but I really just wanted this to be like daily tasks. My days tend to be pretty different, and I don't really ever have a set schedule. So I basically just wanted to put my tasks on here. So it's just stuff like working out on my days off only, and then 15-minute pickup, ram dump, changing dish towels, and then changing my pillowcase. So I have 8 dividers now, and I'm going to take you guys through all of them. So I did condense some of these, and I added a couple of things in. So the first one is my monthly, semi-annual, and annual. Then we have weekly, projects, my channel, notes, meal planning, finances, and health. Now I do still have my financial stuff primarily in my reference planner, so that hasn't changed. But I did move the meal planning stuff back into my actual planner because I use it all the time. So I figured, why not? So this is the first section, and it's just monthly, semi-annual, and annual. So you guys have seen all this before. This is something new that I'm trying out, which basically I just have all my bills on these little page markers, and all I'm going to do is the day that they're due, I'm just going to put that little page marker on that day. So, it's kind of a different way of doing it. I don't know. I'm going to try it and see how I like it. This is the month that I planned with you guys. I didn't realize it until yesterday, but I'm actually missing one of the days on here. So it goes from the 10th to the 12th. So apparently I don't like the number 11, but I didn't want to redo it because it'd be a pain in the ass. And we're already halfway through. Actually, we're more than halfway through August. So I didn't really see the point in redoing it. But I am tracking couple more things than I was before. For example, my grocery total, I'm back to doing that. And then I wanted to note that I changed my savings to $100 a week on that day. And then, you know, when I sign my new lease, when I hit my 9 months at work, and I need to remember to bring a copy of my new renter's insurance to my leasing office. So these are also new. And I'm absolutely in love with this. So all I did was I took my regular 28-pound paper and I just printed the center line. I didn't want to have to do that by hand because I think it's a pain in the ass because I like to be pretty precise with these things. So I stamped these, and they actually are from a stamp set by Recollections. So you can get it at Michael's. I know for a fact that they still have it because I was just in there last week. So I used this one for my top 4, and then this is the one that I was using for the entire month. So like I said, this is for top 4, so it's like the top 4 things that are happening. So I don't include bills or anything like that because, you know, those happen every single month. It's not like anything super special. So in this area, I just have space for notes. So, you know, anything that isn't like a top 4, if it's like extraneous or if it goes along with the top 4, it goes down here. And I have all the way through 2018 in here, or all the way through the end of 2019 is what I was trying to say. And the only thing that I have planned that far ahead is July of next year when one of my high school friends gets married. So I guess I'm at that age. I don't know. I didn't know 24 would be that age, but apparently it is. You guys have seen my semi-annual and my annual calendars. Nothing new. Not tracking anything new on those. Those are free printables from Miss Trenchcoat's website, if you're wondering. So now we get into my weekly section, or weekly/daily, whatever. Now, I'm going to show you guys, or I think I already did show you guys how I actually go ahead and plan my week. So if you're interested in that, I already posted that video, so go check that out. But anyways, I have all of my tasks that I need to do split up into categories right here. I did take one category out, and that was the zone cleaning because I couldn't keep up with that. So I changed it to home, action and bills, projects, my channel, dinners for the week, miscellaneous, and then next week, and then 2 weeks out. And I'm still trying to decide if I like having the 2 weeks out thing. I may or may not take that off. Still have my little calendars, the one for the current month and the one for the upcoming month. And then I've started doing this as well. So this is just what I like to call Semana Pasada, which just means last week in Spanish. So just kind of like some highlights from either work or my personal life, you know, things that I don't want to forget about because I basically worked my ass off to get there. So anyways, I hit a certain goal. I can't talk today, you guys. And I'm very, very proud of that. So the problem now is because I hit that goal, I have to try and get higher than that. So, you know, it's always difficult. It's difficult to get to the top, but it's even more difficult to stay there. And then this just is a little post-it that has some meal ideas for this week. I still need to create my shopping list. Oops. And then this is what this week looks like. So if you guys are interested, I literally planned this week that you're seeing in my Plan With Me video. So if you're interested, go check that out. So moving on, this section is for projects, and I'm not like keeping it as like certain types. This is basically any type of project that I'm working on, whether it's regarding, you know, crochet or stuff for presents or something, you know, what have you. So these are all the current projects that I have, and as you can see, I like to spread myself thin. I like to start things and not finish them for a long time. So that's my problem. So if you guys have any ideas as to how I can get better at project management, please let me know. Like, point me towards an insert or something, or let me know what your tips and tricks are, because I've been trying to use calendars, and I've been trying to write down a goal, like I'm gonna do this on this day, and then I never do it. So just let me know what you guys use for project management, because this obviously is not working for me. So this next section, I can only show you guys part of it because it's for my channel. So I have, it's pretty basic. I just have video ideas like on this page, and I did stamp this myself. I think it's nice to kind of step away from the printer and, you know, go back to stamping a little bit. And I am enjoying that again. So yeah, I thought I was gonna sell all those stamps, but apparently I'm not. So there's that. And then if I have like any notes or whatever, then I'd probably put it in here too. This next section is for notes, like RAM dump, brain dump, whatever you want to call it. So I just started this recently, and I kind of like it. It's for potential buys. So this can involve anything, but right now it just concerns the thing that I literally just bought today when I was at the gym, when I should have been working out. I was ordering shit on Amazon. So I actually got a Garmin Forerunner 35, and I'm very excited it comes tomorrow. So I guess I need to cross that out because I bought it. So oops. And then this is my gym tracker, which I guess I could make it a little bit nicer or something, but I don't know. I kind of like doing it this way. So I just have it on the newer ARC to-do list. And then just in case I get stuck, because it does happen from time to time, I have a list of all the things that I need to keep track of on both my monthly, annual, semi-annual, and then weekly/daily pages. So if I feel like I don't know where to go for whatever reason, then I like to, you know, take this out and use it for the sake of reference. I have some gift ideas. And this one is for birthdays. This one is for Christmas. So I'm actually covering up two people's names just for the sake of privacy. But basically all I have is my mom, my best friend, the guy I'm dating, and then one of my bosses. This is kind of like a backup page. I didn't know if I wanted to use just the free printable from the planner spot, or if I wanted to use my old standby, which has the floating and the as needed to-dos. So I kind of just left this in here. I think I'm gonna take it out, but I don't know. I haven't pulled that trigger yet either. I have some notes that I take when I watch other people's setup videos, some insert ideas, and then this is like work stuff. I don't know, we're getting into work stuff. So I was just notified over the weekend that I may or may not be able to take my vacation for Thanksgiving or Christmas. And I'm like low-key pissed. So yeah, that's why it says Captain Fuckface, because that's what I call that guy. And then these are just the Sundays that I have to work. More work stuff, like days that I have off. You guys have seen this, you've seen that, and then you've seen this too. And then I just have some blank lined note pages. You've also seen this. This is just nothing new. It's just my meal ideas, meal planning stuff. So let me see. I think I'm just going to cover that up a little bit. So this section is my financial section. When I say financial, it doesn't involve bills. This involves me tracking every little thing that I spend. And pretty much what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it as like a pain in the ass for me to spend money, which is not really working out. So I'm kind of in one of those treat yourself moods this week because I did a really good job when I was at work. So, you know, oh well. But I do have a calendar that goes along with this. And my original thought process was I was going to write in on the actual day how much I spent and where I went. And then I realized that that wasn't a good idea because what if I go to multiple places in one day? So I, just using this for reference, I guess. Okay, this last section is for health. And I actually need to update this insert because I'm going to include my daily steps once I get the Garmin watch. Comes tomorrow. Yay! So all I have on here, which obviously I'm covering it up, but all I have on here are, let me see. So the date goes in this column, then you have current weight, current inches, and then any kind of like notes that, I just want to specify something or whatever, like something I did different or a goal that I met, like eating more veggies or eating more fruits or something like that, eating less sugar. So anyways, that is absolutely everything in here. I want to mention a couple of things before I let y'all go. The first thing is I am back to using my favorite pens, the Papermate Inkjoy Gel in the 0.5. I couldn't resist. I had to use it again because these, as much as I love these, I would really reserve these for like when I want to have shitty handwriting, if that makes sense, like when I take notes and what have you. So aside from that, this is the other stamp set that I'm using, which is also by Recollections, and you can find it at Michael's. So you have the months, you have like numbers, days of the week, and then like payday and, goals, schedule. You got a couple banners, some little doodle things, and then like some like plants and flowers and stuff. This is what I liked about it though. You can use this in like pretty much any type of planner. So this would be perfect if you're the type of person who plans with like, breakfast, lunch, dinner, or you plan with like morning, afternoon, evening in, your own planner or like a Filofax, or I would think it would work really well with these three if you had like an Erin Condren or a Happy Planner. So I definitely recommend these. The only thing that you want to be sure of when you do buy these is to put them in like a plastic Ziploc bag so that they don't get exposed to dust. And just trust me when I say that. I've been stamping for what seems like eons now, and taking care of your stamps is definitely something that will help in the long run. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this update. And I'm very, very happy with the direction that I'm going in with my planner. It's still pretty slim and I still have the 1¼ inch rings on here, but I don't really want to end up bulking it up too much. So anyways, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love you all. Let me know what you like the most down in the comments below, and I will talk to y'all in my next video. Bye guys.